Hello everybody. Now, I did get a question in my last video. Immediately this is going to be the first question I answer because this is a question from a commenter. Which, by the way, if you're watching this, hello and thank you for your comment. I always read those. That's actually why I'm lifting up my mask now. So hopefully you can hear me better before I do the full face reveal. There's a reason I wear this. But I realize, given the situation, I could do this and not have to worry about any problems. That's right, this is me. Take it in because it's the only time you're going to see my face completely unmasked. From now on, I'm actually going to be wearing my phantom mask, which means it's going to be covering this part of my face, and you'll still be able to hear me clearly. But it's kind of one of those things where I don't often show my face on the internet, and kind of for good reason. And I will go into those reasons later on in a later video when I feel like actually talking about that. Right now, I just want to talk about more recent things and why I haven't been on YouTube. Because I feel that is the main thing that needs to be addressed, like, right now. Now, obviously, I'm not touching on monolithic science. I'm not touching on cool places of Colorado. Unfortunately, with quarantine, obviously, I am also standing on ice because I used to record the video. Here, let me show you right quick. I used to record the video facing that light, which means, let me show you what, you probably remember this setting. So as long as I'm standing here, you can see me perfectly. I step this way here, and suddenly you're getting blinded. Hence why I moved the camera over here, or technically my phone, because that's what I'm recording on. So, yeah. Anyways, that's why I'm standing on ice. But why am I not wearing my mask? I actually very much support the idea of wearing a mask to be healthy. I try to show that. I try to be the example. On top of the fact that I just don't like showing my face normally. And I actually don't have a mask right now, which is why you can see my face. But anyways, I have been wearing it for that. I've been trying to lead by example. Now, some would ask, why a full Mick thump off respirator? There's a reason for that. I am a cyber goth. Yeah, I am into cyber goth. I've been big into the industrial scene. I have actually been trying to get into... It's also why I don't slip on ice as easily. Like, I still slip, but I don't slip and fall. That being a good clarification to make. I hate ice. I don't know exactly where to go to record this. You know what? How about this? You're coming with me, and I'm going to walk to somewhere with less ice and better lighting. Hopefully. But anyways, I also want to show you where I'm recording. Now, for those of you who don't know what RTD is, it is the Regional Transportation District. I don't know if it's a strictly US thing or a strictly Colorado thing, but either way, keep my thumb out of the camera. Where I am recording, and this is kind of give you guys context of, like, kind of give you guys a brief look into my life. What you guys see here that highway is US 36. Right You're going to see my head pop in and out of the video a few times because I'm trying to... Yeah, okay. You see that over there. That there is Lowe's. That's where I currently work. Or at least my full-time day job is Lowe's. Some of you already know that. In fact, actually, some of you found my channel because you knew me from Lowe's. Some of you, however, didn't know I worked there. Well, a little insight into who I am, what I do. I do apologize for the light. I can't control what RTD does with their lights. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But, yeah. It's pretty nice up here, though. It's the 4th floor of the parking garage. Oh, it looks like the moon's out, too. Smiling down upon us. I don't know if the camera could see that or not, but, you know, one could hope. Which actually is a good segue into a new series I am wanting to kind of... Sorry, I really hope I'm not giving you any... I hope I'm not giving you guys a seizure with that. Here, let me go over this way. There. Now, no seizures. Don't have a seizure on me. You guys are too special. You guys are my subscribers and my viewers. Every single one of you actually means something. Trust me. I know you hear that from bigger YouTubers, and to be honest, bigger YouTubers like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, when they say that every single one of you matters, they mean it too. Because guess what? YouTubers don't get where they are by recording a video and putting it on YouTube. Yes, that's what they do, but they don't hit the high status of this top-end entertainer by just doing that. What they do is they put out content that you guys like, that you guys want to see. That's why you often get the question from them, what do you guys want to see? Because that's what's important to them, is being able to entertain you guys, being able to make you guys smile. And because of you guys, that's why they're successful. Now, I'm not comparing myself to them. I'm just saying, no matter which YouTuber it is, if they say that each one of you matters, they mean it, and so do I. Because each of you do. Now I'm rambling and getting sappy. Freaking... I need to record a freaking monolithic science, but I need someone to present an idea to me for what they want to see in the next episode of Monolithic Science. So, that brings me to question. What do you guys want to see? Server link is going to be down in the description below, starting with this video being up. Because I feel like the server's actually legitimately, ready to go. Like, I've been trying to finalize it. I've been trying to, get it going good and get it started, get it going. And I'm not entirely familiar with how to do that, but I've been learning, so I believe my server is actually ready to go. Now, there are 3 series that I'm wanting to do on my channel, and they all are going to be, like, 2 of them are definitely, like, the series I've been wanting to do that are staying. One of them is a new idea I had that I want to bring in with it. And then some of the older ideas that I had, as soon as I find my notebook that had them in it, I will consider, do I want to continue doing those, or do I want to, scrap them? If I can't find my notebook, I'm just going to look back on one of my previous videos and see, what did I say that the different lists were, if I said it in the video, or if I just kept it as a surprise. Now, Monolithic Science, that ain't going anywhere. I want to keep doing that, obviously. Cool Places of Colorado. I would love to keep doing that one. I really, really want to do that one. Trust me. And I know a few places that I will actually be recording a video on. bit of it will have to wait till after the pandemic, because some of them are closed. But, also keep in mind, some of them you can enter regardless your age. So, if you're 16 and you're watching my video, you can go in. Some of them you got to be 18 to go into, so sorry anyone under 18. And some of them you got to be 21 to go into, which sorry anyone who's under 21. But it's not about cool places that everyone can go into. It's cool places that are really, really cool. And if you can't go in there right now, that's fine. You can later. It gives you something to look forward to. At least that's how I always looked at it. And because beard at age 17, I almost managed to get into a bar without getting carded. I don't even know how I don't know how I almost pulled that off, but I did. Like, it's disguised as a bookstore. I'm not going to tell you for two reasons. One, I actually don't remember the name. And two, even if I did, I don't want to get them in trouble. Because they really do seem like a good place. But it's disguised as a bookstore. And the entrance is right through a freaking bookcase. I love it. It's so cool. And so that will actually be in a future video. But I still can't believe at age 17, I walked in. They thought I was over 21. Please don't do that, guys. You'll get people in trouble. You will get in trouble. And my phrase is, stay out of trouble or don't get caught. That will get you caught. It'll get you caught so fast. So that's two series that you already know are going to be on the channel, that have been on the channel, and will stay on the channel. Oh, actually, I just remembered another series that I'm going to keep on the channel. Rant and Ramble. I don't remember what day I was going to put those on, but this is going to be a Rant and Ramble because that's kind of what I'm doing, to communicate with you guys. And so, yeah. And with that, leads me to the one video series that I haven't talked about yet. And I want to talk to you guys to know, do you want this? Because I'm not just a very intellectual and scientific person, like, say, Kyle Hill. He's pretty cool. Long hair gang. Gotta keep those long locks. But anyways, oh, and the intelligence. We gotta remember the intelligence, because keeping long locks requires intelligence and patience. The intelligence and patience of a scientist. All jokes aside. Not only am I, the scientific kind of person, because I love science. I'm going to be going to college for science. Particularly biotech. So that's the field I will be advancing in the most. Now, you don't need a college degree to know the science. You need a college degree to prove you know the science. To prove that you're allowed to do that. That's all the paper does. You can know the science regardless. But unless you have the paper, they're not going to let you practice it. If that makes sense. So, it should be decently easy for me because I get this stuff pretty easily. And I am rambling again. Sorry about that, guys. I have a bad habit about that. But let me go on to my next one. I want to ask you guys about, do you want me to start talking about more spiritual stuff and philosophical stuff? Kind of the philosophies and ideas of the night, as I would call it. The name is a work in progress. I have not settled on that specifically as of yet, but, it's, like I said, it's a work in progress. And I'm not even going to finalize the series unless I know that there's interest. So if there is, let me know. Definitely comment down below. I read them. For the guy who commented about my mask and the fact you couldn't hear me, I read that the day you posted it. I haven't replied yet, though, because I wanted to reply when I'd put up my video. So then when I say my explanation will be in the next video I put up, I mean it's going to be in it, and you can count on the fact it's going to be up within the next week, easily. So, there's that. Because I want to make sure when I say I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to tell you guys. Like, I'm not going to just say, oh, I'll tell you later, I'll tell you later, I'll tell you later, I'll tell you later, and then later never comes. That, as Scholagrim would say, that's bull shenanigans. I'm not that kind of jackwagon. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I always read those. I can't wait to hear more from you guys. And this is actually the last video you guys are going to see me unmasked from now on. If you guys see a video by me, it's going to be with my silver phantom mask. And actually, if you guys want to see me sing Phantom of the Opera wearing said mask, let me know. I would love to. Granted, I need to find someone to sing in duet with, but I would love to. But yeah, let me know. And just, in general, just talk to me in the comments. Tell me, what do you want to see? Tell me how your day's been, even. Just, Oh, and I know I'm going to get questions about these. On these things that in JRTC I was told are rank boards, I have a moon pin on both of them. I don't know how well you could have saw that one. But yeah. But that's because I am also, and if you guys want the more philosophical side, you will actually hear me refer to myself as the Prince of the Night. That's what those are in reference to. Because I am a self-proclaimed Prince of the Night. Also, I have a Facebook, Twitter. I actually just recently got Twitter. I'm hoping I don't regret this. Alright, I've heard so many horror stories about what kind of cesspool Twitter can be. But there's been so many things that I've seen on Facebook where it's like, link to Twitter, and Twitter's like, no, not unless you have an account. I'm like, really? Really? So finally I caved. I'm like, you know what, fine. I'll get a Twitter account. So I did. So now I have a Twitter, and I will be linking that in the description below as well. I will link my Discord server down below if you want to talk to me. Just, of course, go ahead and say something. I will put my Facebook in the description below. I am planning on getting an Instagram. I just haven't really been, going for it lately. That'll be in the description below eventually when I actually get a Instagram account. And then, alas, there's also one elephant in the room. One big thing that you guys are probably going to be screaming in the comment section if I don't answer this now. Where have I been? Right? I could see it being like this. Like, Aaron, where have you been? You've been gone for months. Months. Which I'd be like, I know. Let me explain. So, here I am to explain. I have actually been helping to take care of my grandma and try to get things taken care of. Back when my last video went up, I was working at Lowe's, and then I wound up quitting Lowe's because of reasons. I'm not going to get into those, though. Those are personal reasons. But I went to work for the Denver Zoo. And then after that, I found that I was spending more money to get there than I was making there. And it was actually bleeding my account dry. And so I had to quit that job because I was actually losing money faster working for the zoo than I was being unemployed and not getting unemployment at all. Because the funny thing about unemployment, based on what I've heard, it's actually really tricky and really annoying to work with. Now, I haven't worked with it. I don't know how to work with it. I don't know the first thing about it. So I just prefer not to do it. I prefer to just get a job. And I know that's hard. I'm trying to get a different job. That's hard. So that's why I'm still working at Lowe's now. I actually reapplied at Lowe's. They took me back. And I'm working there until I can get something better. And as well, another update to what all's been going on. There's been the fact that my grandma Julie, as I mentioned, she's, I've been taking care of her because, well, she's gotten sick a few times over the past few years, and once with pneumonia, which almost killed her, and pretty much bedridden her for about a year or two. After that, my late Grandpa Greg, rest in peace, he died of COVID in early 2020. Early 2020. And that pretty much just, it took a heavy impact on me. It took an even bigger impact on her. And then later on, 2021 comes around, and while I've been gone, a very close friend of the family, almost practically an uncle to me, a guy by the name of Gary, very, very brilliant guy, freaking genius. He wound up passing away. Not of COVID, it was of a different problem, but nonetheless, death is death. He still passed away. And that is something else that we've been coping with and trying to just deal with. And then after Christmas came and went, everybody left in the house alive. Me, my brother, and my grandmother. We all caught COVID. And let me tell you, that was the worst sickness I ever had. It was and actually, it took away my ability to handle the cold. Like, I used to be able to handle the cold until it hit in the 30s. Now, it drops into the 50s, and I start needing a jacket. And thankfully, it hasn't affected my taste. But as for my grandmother, her temperature regulation, her body's gone all the whack with that. And she actually did lose, well, she didn't completely lose it, but her taste has been altered. Now, based on what I've heard, some people do regain their taste after 3 months. Now, also note, I say some people. If you want more information about this plague, look to the CDC. They're the best people to trust on this. Their acronym, CDC, literally stands for Center of Disease Control. And so obviously they'd be the ones that would know about it. But with COVID hitting me and my family so hard, it actually pretty much ravaged us. We're hanging on by the skin of our teeth, and even that's getting to be the point where it's not good enough anymore. We are fighting an uphill battle in an avalanche. So yeah, the videos may not be as often. I'm gonna try to keep uploading, but if I don't upload for a while, that's partly why. I'm trying to keep a roof over our heads, food in our mouths. If you want to help us out, this is the only time I'm gonna do this, because we're in that deep of trouble financially, and not even by anyone's particular fault. We are doing our best. My brother, he's picked up a second job. I still work at Lowe's. I'm working full time. I'm actually looking for another job currently. My grandmother's looking for a job despite being in no condition to work, so she's actually looking for a at-home job that she can do. So if you guys can, I'm going to request that you, even just sending $1, $5, $10, I don't care. I don't care how much you send. What I care about is that you send it. I'm gonna ask that you donate. Now, I'm not demanding it. Obviously, that's no way to get it. But I'm asking you, out of the good of your hearts, to help me and my family. Link to the Kickstarter or whatever it is. I can't remember exactly what it is. My brother set it up, and my grandmother sent it to me. If it is a Kickstarter, then it'll say Kickstarter next to it. But regardless, I will put that in link down below as well. So if you guys want to, you can help us out and donate, and we would greatly appreciate it. It would mean the world to us. I'm actually planning on getting a Patreon account soon. Well, I have an account. I haven't set up a page or anything, but that's also because I don't really have anything to offer to my Patreons yet. But I will be setting that up when I become more prominent of a YouTuber and get more, get more movement and my voice reaches more people. Then I will set up a Patreon then. But all in all, that's everything I have to say today. Be lovely to one another. Oh, and if that sounds familiar and you happen to be part of the MLP fandom, that's probably because you listen to Scribbler. And if you do, props to you guys. Scribbler is an awesome reader. Like, her works are golden. And her outro is a good one, Be lovely to each other. And I don't think she'd mind if I use that outro, because it just spreads the message. Be lovely to each other. Anyways, without further ado, and without, holding your ears for hostage any longer than I have any right to, be lovely to each other. May you all have a good night. Sleep well. And I'll see you in the next video.